Hi everyone, welcome to the next part of my Let's Play of SimCity 4. I'll just show you a little bit of what I've been doing around the region before I load up the city. You can see here, you might notice that some development has gone on in Stonegate Moor. I've just developed some of the coastline of the city, given a nice parkway along this avenue. Can't really see it, but you can kind of see it from here, I guess. And I've laid out some new roads, and highway interchange is under construction in the suburban part of that city, so that's about it. Anyway, I'll load this up now. So I did get a couple of questions about my cities and my Let's Play recently, including how did I expand my region. The way I did that was the programs I used were SC4 Terraformer, and that was for the actual terraforming, of course, and it just makes it easier to do that on a regional level. Because it will bypass the city tile borders. You don't have to reconcile edges and everything. But before I did that, I also needed to expand the config.bmp file for the region, because it was a much smaller sized region originally, and you can do that manually, but I'm not sure exactly how I would have done that manually, because it was I think you can expand to the bottom and right, if I'm not mistaken, or there's something like that where you can expand to a certain direction. And I expanded the opposite way, to the north, so I use the program SimCity 4 Startup Manager that includes a little config.bmp editor that will it's visual editing of that file, and it's really easy to use, so I'll have to link you to those in the description of this video, if I remember. So anyway, yeah, another few changes you can probably notice are the terrain mod has been changed, because this water mod is recommended that I use it with this terrain mod because of the water texture, I don't know, not looking right otherwise or something. So I just thought I might as well try it. My sidewalk mod has been changed too. So anyway, let me just continue to build things. So I got a recommendation about the jail and the water pump, and I see what you meant there. If this water pump was moved 6 places with each other, that would actually fix the problem with the police cars lined up in the wrong place next to the canal. So I'm gonna try that right now. Mostly does take care of it. Actually, I could just move this. I can move back a tile, but I don't know if it would actually function, because of course they want the jail to function. That's what we're putting it there, really. But you'll get a message, and it won't work if it's a police station, because the police stations need to have road access directly. So I'm not sure if this is going to work. No. I'll just leave it there for now. I'll put some more concrete fillers to make it look good. And those would be here. Actually, now that I've done this, it might make more sense looking at this, it would make more sense to move the water pump back to where it was, but have the jail offset by a tile still. See, now there's little access to the parking lot and everything still. I think that's a better idea, now that it's not in its original position, but it's a good way to have it, I think. Okay. What I might be able to do if I'm worried about the road access, there's a driveway access, this one right here, I think. Yeah, that should take care of that problem because it's transit enabled. That would make it work if it wouldn't otherwise. I shouldn't have any problems with my jail, and that looks pretty good, I think. Better put another half of this there because it got rid of the median tile. Okay. Yeah. I did turn up the volume of the sound in the game, so hopefully you can still hear my voice, but I remember earlier it was overpowering me. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit, just to make sure. Alright. Let me just put fences in the back of the jail, too. There. That's that. And actually that does leave me only 4 tiles of depth here, so I can put a zoned building there. And I'm going... I've got a lot of commercial and residential around here, so... I don't know what kind of building. I could just put a landmark there, that would be... I mean, I can choose what to put then. I'll try not to spend a huge amount of time looking through the landmarks like I often do. Let me just pick one real quick. I think this is good. It's not too tall. It doesn't seem like this would be the place of a really tall skyscraper. Which one is the... Oh, here's the landmark. That's what I usually try to use, so they won't become abandoned. Nice. Someone did ask me about why do I have so much abandonment in my cities, or in this city at least. All this unemployment is causing it to be abandoned, and that's because a lot of the demand is coming from industrial development in other cities in the region, which are connected by the road neighbor connections and everything. So I kind of had a lot of demand. Just that's how everything grew so quickly in the first place. But I don't have a lot of industrial jobs, which kind of is causing this problem, I think, because I don't have direct access from these residents to the factories. They're getting the benefit of the demand boost from that, from the factories in other cities nearby, but they can't actually commute there because they're not willing to drive that far for their commutes. So I'm going to have to at some point, probably pretty soon, put some factories nearby. Don't know if I'll go with high tech or just put some heavy industry further away from the city, but I'll figure it out pretty soon, I guess. Okay, so I'll just keep zoning for now, and I'm going to extend the canal first of all. It's in the parks menu, actually. Oops. Right. Right, and here's the middle. I just put that here too. kind of been thinking about the whole canal thing. I really like having these canals in my cities, even if they're just decorative, really, or for water to go through. I mean, they can't have boats going under these little bridges, so they don't really serve a transportation purpose. Like if I grade separated them and use the canal add-on mod, but I kind of decided I want to extend them as much as I can, so I might be adding some more somewhere, I don't know, somewhere else in the city. I'll definitely be extending this part, but I just like how it looks, makes everything look, and you know, I'm going to try some new things with the whole layout of them and everything. So I'll get to that later, I guess. I just wish there was some overhanging piece. I don't know if there is, but I guess like I mentioned earlier, it wouldn't matter because of the bottom props there, so I'll just have to make it in somewhere. Maybe I'll end it. I'll just figure this out in a second. Put some corners first. There. Alright, kind of a little end piece there. Don't know what exactly that would do, but whatever. Alright, time to zone some more. This is high density, I think, right? Yeah. So I'll keep doing that there, over here. Make sure this has water. I just can't remember what the keyboard shortcut is for the pipes, but that would be really helpful a lot of the time. I looked it up in the manual. I don't remember what it is though. I'll have to learn that one. Anyway, so I've got another situation here where I will have a lot of space that doesn't have road access. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that other than put parks there, which is what I usually do, as you can see here and other places. So I'll just leave the zoning for later and put a park there, see what I can do there as far as filling in the space. I could just extend the canal. Like, yeah, that would be good, I think, because, I've got a lot of space to fill mine as well. Extend the canal and make it a pool or whatever. So I'm gonna extend that much. And leave the rest for zones. Still have a garbage problem. I don't think I ever took care of that. Okay, I'll worry about that in a second. Alright. Now I can just fill this in with zones. Great. And what's next? I said I would take care of the garbage. And I don't think I have any anything doing that right now actually. I don't have any neighbor deals to get rid of it, and I don't think I have incinerator. Let me just check. Oh, no, I do. I remember. Put that there. There it is, right near the gas power plant. But it's not taking care of enough of my garbage, apparently. So I'm going to need another one. Or a landfill or something, but I never really use those. So why don't you just put it right here, maybe? Oops. How about here? That would probably be a good place for it. I can remember to connect it to the power so it provides energy for the city as well as getting rid of its garbage. And in a month or so it should go down, hopefully. Okay, very slightly going down now. Or maybe it's just staying the same. Okay, I guess it's going down. I think I can afford another one of these, so I might as well put one somewhere so it can deplete the garbage more quickly. But if I'm not careful and I don't put these in a certain place, like an industrial zone, I'll end up with my city being dotted with all these waste energy plants pretty quickly, it seems like. Because they don't take care of that much after your city's grown a lot. You need a lot of them sometimes. So maybe I'll put it over here. Yeah, right by the nuclear plant. Right here, I think. That's good. Okay. Alright, my garbage should be going down. Yeah, it is. So I'll just let that take care of itself now. Let's see how my civic facilities are doing. I built a school. Is that... Okay, it's not overcrowded. Good. I don't think I've built a hospital yet because I don't have the capital to put into that. And it's this, what I usually do is wait until I can build this $4,000 huge one. It only costs $1,200 a month. So once it's built, it's not really any more expensive than the default one, but it holds a huge amount of Sims. Alright, so this... I like this. I'm gonna make this historical. It's because I like this building right here. Its location, but got a problem. Because this was before I changed my sidewalk mod, these were white sidewalks, the default ones, just like these parking, diagonal parking areas, but now they are the new texture. So I might be able to hopefully modify the diagonal parking to fit the new texture in the lot editor or something. I'm not sure if that's possible. Depends on how the overlay textures are set up, but I'll have to try and figure that out, hopefully. So I do need some more jobs still, and that seems to be getting worse. So... yeah, I'm just gonna zone commercial for now. I do have some demand for that. Offices too. But where to put them? Let's see. So this one-way road branches off from here, and it ends here. I don't know if I want to extend that really, because there's not another one going the opposite direction. I don't know where that... oh, it comes from there. Yeah. I see. So, yeah, I'm not going to extend this one-way road. So I'll just, I don't know, put a two-way road somehow. Thing is, I can't connect that to that intersection. Fortunately, because it's an avenue. So that won't work. I could... not sure what I could do with that, actually. I mean, it would make sense if this could just be a right turn only, or left turn. Left lane would turn left, right lane would continue, but the game still doesn't allow that, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe the network add-on mod could make that possible at some point, but I don't know if that would ever happen. I mean, it just makes sense, but it's just not possible in the game. What I could do is half connect it on both ends, like this. So we've got two right turn lanes, invisible stoplight, I guess. I don't know. I don't really like that as much, because I'd like them to go straight across, too. I could just extend the road, the one way, to this intersection. That would work, maybe. I mean, then I can connect it like that. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just extend it to there, so it's a right turn. Right turn from this road. One way turns left. This one goes straight across. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Now I can zone this area. Does need a little more water. So let me continue the pipes. And I'm going to zone commercial facing the main avenue. And this will have canal extended. The canals extended through it. So I'll leave that for now. I'll just zone back to back here. And same here. There will be residential, just continuing the grid to here. So, yeah. What I'd like to do is, I usually name some of my main roads, the more important ones that in my city that I have. So I might think of a name for this avenue pretty soon. I'm not sure. I usually spend a lot of time thinking of one, so I'll have to think of that later. Okay, so this is high density. I was thinking this would become medium density after this point about there. I'll just continue zoning commercial. Right about here. Yeah. through there. And I think I've mentioned before, my intention originally was to have the university somewhere around here. Maybe it was around here. I don't know. Well, anyway, I think I'll put the university right here. It's kind of the hub of the bus terminal and the metro station. But that would take a while to put together. I'll just set aside the land for now and not zone this area. So some with commercial high density. I've got 4x4. Let me see what I can do with that. I suppose the best thing would be to have parks here. So I'll fill it with these parks, CLC gardens, which I like a lot. And where's the fourth one? There. Okay. I think I'll put high density up through this corner. Just to kind of, I don't know, I think it seems right with the existing layout of medium and high density zones. Just zone this. I'll maybe make it only 3 tiles deep. And I'll fill in some more parks. I don't know. Let me see. Doesn't look right. It's not facing the right way. No, not my favorite. Because it doesn't have trees, I guess. Is why, but maybe I'll replace one of them. I think that should be good. Yeah, I'll replace both of them. I just don't like to have some... I don't know, I just didn't like the look of that without the trees and part of it. So... there we go. And a couple more areas to zone in here. There. That's what I wanted. It's a good filler park. As you can see, I used it here as well. I think it's the only one I have that's that size. 3x4 tiles. So anyway. Well, I hope this unemployment problem will get better with the new commercial development I'm adding, but it's mostly the low wealth sims that are unemployed, it seems like. So I think at some point soon I'll need to add some factories. I just have to decide where to put them, maybe somewhere out here in the suburban parts of the city that don't exist yet, of course, but that may be the best place for factories. And I guess I'll end the episode here. So, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.